Hey, what's up, guys? Steve here again. Today, I've made a couple videos and I haven't posted them. I just left them in my gallery and deleted them. But today, I'm gonna post this one. I found myself in a bit of a pickle, not knowing if I'm in benzo tolerance or depression again. It's kind of a fine line for me because when I first did my ill-advised benzo taper, I developed a lot of depressive symptoms. So I'm not exactly sure if there's a direct correlation between benzo tolerance, benzo taper, benzo use, and depression, serotonin production, dopamine production. If you watch my last videos, you know that my serotonin is pretty low, just about as low as it was when I went into the hospital, checked myself into the hospital for depression. My dopamine's low as well, and I've been trying different things. But I've noticed a pattern. But let me digress for a second. Excuse me. I'm taking a different supplement of 5-HTP. I'm taking about 225 milligrams spread throughout the day, 75 milligrams 3 times a day. And this is not time release, this is instant release. As well as tyrosine, I'm taking close to 2,000 milligrams per day, which is a lot, but it's under the advisement of my doctor. It's helped, but not exactly to the point where I would love. And it's only been a week, and I have to give it time, obviously, because my levels are so low, and it sucks, but I've had to wait before in the past, and I'm willing to wait again. I know that this is something that I can overcome, and so can any of you. But one thing that I did notice is that I started to wake up with anxiety, heavier anxiety than normal. I usually struggle with morning anxiety. And I did a little bit of research on that. I'll tap into that quick. Morning anxiety has a lot to do with your cortisol, and your cortisol is what wakes you up. Your cortisol wakes you up after you run out of blood sugar, or your blood sugar is low. I believe there's something called glycine, which is stored somewhere in your body, I think your liver, and your brain feeds off that, basically, sugar while you're sleeping. And when you run out of the sugar, you wake up. And for those of us with anxiety, with mood disorders and such, our body's in stress already, so we wake up with more stress. And cortisol is what's released when we are stressed out. So, cortisol gets released for some of us, probably more than others, when we wake up in the morning or the afternoon, whatever time we're sleeping till. And that's what causes morning anxiety. So for me, eating and taking my medicine and supplements, has been the trick so far to overcome the increased morning anxiety. I have snacks by my bed along with Snapples and sodas and water. So I wake up, I get out of bed, I eat the snacks. They're like Belvita crackers. They're actually pretty good for you. They come in a bunch of different varieties. You'll see them in the supermarket. They're coming like cookies and crackers and whatnot. Anyways, I take those along with the yogurt. I eat that, then I take my medication and my supplements, and I ride out the wave. And I've been noticing that I have been isolating quite a bit lately. I haven't been really feeling happy. I've been crying here and there. Today I cried. Yesterday I cried. It's a sign of depression, I think. But it sucks because I know that low serotonin can cause depression, obviously, and anxiety can cause depression, which can cause low serotonin. So it's kind of a vicious cycle. So if I am in benzo tolerance, then it could be causing my serotonin to be dropping. And if I am depressed, then it can cause my serotonin to be dropping. I mean, if I'm both, it's obvious. There's an obvious reason why my serotonin is so low, as well as my dopamine. One thing that I've been doing, and I've really, really tried hard in the last months to get away from, is isolation. I wrote a quick thing. I don't know if you consider it a poem or whatnot, but it's called These Four Walls. I go to sleep, I wake up afraid inside of these four walls. I run, I hide, I escape into these four walls. I ruminate, I isolate. I've mastered these four walls. No one can see my pain, see me cry inside these four walls. I fight, I survive. I live another day inside these four walls. I hope and pray that tomorrow will be the day that I break down these four walls. Now, for the last week or so, I've definitely isolated a lot and stuck inside my bedroom, and it's because I don't want people to see me hurt. I don't want people to see me down. I hate when people... I'm ashamed of being depressed. I'm ashamed of having anxiety. I don't like people seeing me down. I don't like people seeing me hurt. So yeah, I've isolated myself quite a bit, and I fought the urge to take another half milligram of Klonopin per day. If it gets really bad and out of hand, that's what I'm going to give a shot, but I'm really going to give these supplements a shot. Today was sitting in bed watching a movie, and just an overwhelming sensation just came over me. So not again, not this shit, not again. I don't want to go back in the hospital. I'm doing what I used to do. I sit here, I watch TV by myself, eat my meals by myself, bring them upstairs into my room. I play video games to hours on end just to keep my mind distracted and to just stay away and not think about my depression, not think about my anxiety. And that got me nowhere last time. It got me nowhere last year. So I wrote this here because I sit inside four walls. I sit inside a room. And I'm slowly trying to break down the walls. The last 2 days I've driven. And I haven't driven in about 2 weeks because I haven't been feeling that well. But I drove. I drove today. I drove yesterday. Only for about 10 minutes just to the local store. I'm happy I could do that. Last year I could not. I'm hoping that things will get better. I know that the holidays are here, and I know that a lot of people, especially when I was in therapy last year. Oh. Anyways, got interrupted there. I know a lot of people, because I was in therapy last year, have a hard time during the holidays, and that's when I think my depression started last year, along with my anxiety. So I have different tools this year. I have more knowledge this year. I've gained some strength, even though it doesn't suck any less or any more. I know what to expect, and I know how to tackle it in different ways. So instead of watching movies and feeling bad for myself and just playing video games by myself and eating meals by myself and staying away from other people, I'm going to change that. I have been changing that. I've been getting out of the house because to me, I feel depression, anxiety, benzo taper, mood disorders. The further you give in to them, the more they control your life. And I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm definitely not saying it's a walk in the park, but I think it's necessary to get out of our comfort zone, show some emotion, cry if we have to cry, have a panic attack if you have to have a panic attack, have an anxiety attack if you have to have it. Just let it happen. It's true emotion. It's a build up of stress, and it's a release. Crying and anxiety attacks and panic attacks. It's when your body can't control anymore. So no matter how hard you fight them, they're eventually gonna come around. Unless you have some amazing, amazing stress relievers, which if you do, I would love to hear them. So guys, that's my update for now. It's either depression, benzo tolerance, or both. So here's to keeping on fighting, keeping my head up, and surviving. And I hope you guys do the same. I know you will. I hope you guys are all doing well. And if you're not, please, 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 hang in there. It gets better. I know it does. I've been down this road. I might be on the way down it again, but I know that I can make a U-turn. I'll see you guys in the next video.